So now President William Ruto has now appointed or nominated security chiefs in every single agency. The latest is the nomination of Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji as the next National Intelligence Service Director General on Tuesday. The military, the National Police Service, as well as the Directorate of Criminal Investigations all have new heads who are in office within the 7 months of the Ruto presidency. Our reporter David Mudhoka takes a look at President Ruto's men in charge of security.
In late September last year, barely weeks after coming into power, President William Ruto nominated a new Inspector General of Police to take the place of former Police IG Hilary Mutyambai. Mutyambai, with 6 months left on his contract, had opted to proceed on terminal leave, citing ill health, and in his place came Japhet Koome, the then commandant of the National Police Service in Kiganjo.
Pursuant to the National Police Service Act,
the new Inspector General will become President Ruto's first change in the country's security sector. Several months down the line, the head of state has made changes in every security agency, with Tuesday's changes at the National Intelligence Service, NIS, completing that shakeup. In the military, the president has appointed General Francis Ogolla to command the Kenya Defence Forces, taking the place of retired General Robert Kibochi.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
General Ogolla was appointed in early May, despite concerns of divided loyalties stemming from August last year's presidential election, where Ogolla, the then vice CDF chief, was mentioned by former IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati as among members of the National Security Council who attempted to overturn the outcome of that election.
When I looked at his CV, he was the best person to be general. I called him and I sat him down. I told him, my friend, you went to Bomas to try and overturn my victory. But because you are the best person to be general, I'm going to give you the job.
In the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the head of state appointed Mohamed Amin to replace George Kinoti. While replacing Kinoti, the president said that the former DCI boss had resigned before revealing earlier this year that he had sacked Kinoti. In the National Intelligence Service, Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji is set to become the country's spy master, replacing retired Major General Philip Kameru after 9 years as the Director General of the NIS. If his nomination is approved by members of parliament, Haji will be returning to the NIS, where he served as the Deputy Director of the Counter-Organized Crime Unit before leaving to become the country's top prosecutor for 5 years. He will also be joining the National Security Council, a 9-member exclusive club that is the heartbeat of the country's safety. Others who sit in the council include President William Ruto, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Defense CS Aden Duale, his Foreign Affairs counterpart Alfred Mutua, their Interior counterpart Kithure Kindiki, KDF Chief General Francis Ogolla, Police IG Japhet Koome, and the Attorney General Justin Muturi. Haji's soon-to-be predecessor, Major General Kameru, was the only appointee of former President Uhuru Kenyatta in the President Ruto-chaired National Security Council. David Mudhoka, KTN News, Nairobi.
All right, so let's talk about university placement, where learners who saw their KCSE examination last